major change in the leaderboard after stage 14. Loeb's retirement lifts Gronholm to 4th, Solberg to 5th, and finally means that Colin McRae is in the points. Stage 15, Viladrau, contains one of the most famous corners in the entire World Championship, and the fans arrive early. Viladrau would be rerun later as the rally's final stage. Its name might not mean much, but this bridge on the virtual spectator guide might give you a clue. This section of the stage, a long straight leading into a pair of 90-degree right-hand bends, is only the appetizer. The main course lies just up the road a little, the hairpin bend where all those fans were camped overnight. That's how it looks from space, but this is how it looks on the ground. Among the first to entertain the crowds were the 3 drivers battling for 9th place. Of the 3, Delacour was quickest, edging closer to that valuable manufacturer's point. Colin McRae's Ford was slower than the Mitsubishi. 6th place would do very nicely, and he saw no reason to risk losing it. Marcus Gronholm was 2nd fastest on the stage, but with 37 seconds separating the Finn from 3rd place Bugalski, a podium finish depended on someone else having problems, it seemed.
Oikealle 5, oikein hidas sukkuun älä. 150 ja vasenlaita oikein hidas. Toista 150, vasenlaita oikein hidas ja vasen nopea.
After sharing the fastest time with Panizzi on the day's first stage, Richard Burns was out on his own through Viladrau, nearly 6 seconds quicker than anyone else. But he still has a little way to go to match Panizzi. Going into stage 15 with a lead of over 42 seconds, Gilles decided he'd give the thousands of spectators at the bridge a little treat. The fans clearly appreciated the gesture, but if we look at it again, it appears he forgot to tell his brother Hervé what he was planning. Let's call in the services of virtual spectator so you can get an idea of just how little time the donuts cost Panizzi. Through the bends, the Peugeot is more or less equal with Bugalski's Citroën, with Loix's Hyundai and Gardemeister's Skoda locked in their own scrap. Heading up the hill towards the bridge, all 4 hit around 150 kilometers an hour. But just watch Panizzi and his crowd-pleasing antics. Surprisingly, only about 10 seconds were lost by the move.
Alistair, what happened on the first stage of the day?
I wouldn't say I braked late, but just got caught out a bit. The car locked slightly at the rear and the surface was very slippy, and we slid off down a sort of gravel road and stalled the engine.
Colin, you started the day in the manufacturer's points, Loeb's gone out, you're now in the driver's points too, so it's all worth it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it was worth it before. Well, at the moment we've got 5 manufacturer's points, but to get a driver's point obviously makes it even more worthwhile.
But what was the story behind Panizzi's crowd-pleasing spin at the bridge?
Gilles, you're making this rally look so easy, a bit of time to entertain all the fans out there.
Yes, just in one time, because this section, there are a lot of people on the bridge and around, and it's for the fun.
Stages 16, 17 and 18 were then repeats of the day's opening trio. To Delacour's delight, he hung on to finish 9th and score 1 point for Mitsubishi by just 2 seconds. Loix might have finished outside the points, but it had been a useful test for the new car. Plus, he'd beaten Gardemeister in that thrilling 3-way battle. Marco Martin and co-driver Michael Park haven't had the best of seasons so far for their new team, but they finished 8th, picking up 2 points for Ford, and also shared fastest time with Panizzi on stage 17. The rally's bravery award, though, must go to Colin McRae. 6th place and the first of the drivers' points must have been a huge relief. Peter Solberg and Phil Mills were 2nd quickest on stage 16, beaten only by Panizzi, and the pair went on to finish 5th behind Gronholm. Philippe Bugalski and the Citroën team, meanwhile, will be delighted with third place. Fourth fastest on 16 and then 7th on 17, Richard Burns had clearly backed off and so cruised to second place. For Panizzi, however, it was quite a different matter. He only seems to have one speed on asphalt, flat out, and was again quickest on stage 16, sharing the honours with Marco Martin on the next.
150 mètres. Droite 90 cordes. Aille et ouvre. Gauche 90. Bon, droite à fond. 50 mètres, ferme 95 presque plus. 40 mètres, droite 90 plus.
As Panizzi tackled the final stage, the Peugeot management could only sit and wait. If they could only have seen the reaction as Gilles and Hervé Panizzi crossed the finish line.
Stop arrivé. Ouais.
This, incredibly, was the third 1-2 finish for Peugeot in as many rallies.
Magnifique, il n'y a pas de commentaire. Welcoming all of you here back as soon as possible. We are ready to cheer all of you. Thank you. Bon, allez.
Confirmation then of the final positions. Panizzi victorious by 37.3 seconds from Burns, with Bugalski, Gronholm, Solberg and McRae filling the first half of the leaderboard. Confirmation too of Martin's 2 points for Ford for 8th place, and Delacour's single point the reward for Mitsubishi after another frustrating rally.
Gilles, congratulations, you truly are the king of tarmac on this rally.
Yes, fantastic. I am very happy because I never win here, and for me it's fantastic to win in Spain. And this rally is fantastic, and with Peugeot, it's magic this year.
Richard, 6 points for you, 6 points for Peugeot, terrific result.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, not just for me, but obviously for the team as well. They got another first and second place. Gilles has driven fantastic rally again, but to be this close to finish second, and well, I'm happy, obviously.
Third overall, that's a very good result.
Yes, but today is very, very difficult to drive more fast. After when I saw Sebastian, I stopped my attack.
So Peugeot drivers now occupy the top 3 places in the Drivers' Championship, with Gronholm a single point ahead of Panizzi. Both Mäkinen and Sainz fail to score, and so Richard Burns moves up to third. In the Manufacturers' Series, 48 points from 3 rallies means Peugeot have an enormous lead. But the dramas weren't quite over. After that scrap for the final point, Tony Gardemeister's Skoda stopped on the road section back to Lloret, leaving the Finn to push the car around a kilometre before he could reach the finish ramp. The series next moves to the dry, dusty gravel roads on the island of Cyprus. Last year saw victory go to Colin McRae, while none of the Peugeots finished the rally. Will history repeat itself this year? All that matters little to Gilles Panizzi. His victory in Catalunya was stunning by any standards and confirms his status as World Rallying's tarmac #1. From Spain, goodbye.
Gilles Panizzi, Hervé Panizzi, con 37 segundos.